Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com.
All right. Well, I'm so happy to be back. And by the way, too, thank you for the feedback we continue to have when I had the co-founder of Netflix on. And we just had on John Paul DeJoria. So make sure you go to Eliances.com, Eliances.com. It is the only place where entrepreneurs align. Okay, imagine this. Imagine being able to take a piece of leather and turn it into one of the most iconic pieces of art that is amazing, that'll blow your mind what could be done. Everybody knows him because we have with us the celebrity designer, Jeff Hamilton, who is the creator of the iconic leather jackets that he's done, for example, for Bill Clinton, to Michael Jordan, to many others. And you can reach him at Instagram.com/Jeff Hamilton. Jeff, how in the world are you able to take leather and turn it into something that, quite honestly, is amazing, and that when people wear your jackets, everybody, and I mean everybody, looks?
It was really by accident. As I mentioned to you previously, I was a founder of Guess Jeans for men when I moved to America in the early '80s, and in the late '80s, I was riding motorcycles and Harley Davidsons, and I really wanted to design something for myself. So I couldn't find anything really crazy. I was very flashy. My hair was always much younger, but my hair was up to my shoulders, and I started designing crazy leather jackets. And I could not really do the embroidery, so I started doing everything by hand, and I started cutting the logos and all the details by hand, and basically gluing them and stitching them and having my people do it together. And lo and behold, people start complimenting me everywhere I went, and especially in the trade business, and everybody wanted to buy those jackets. I did not know how to produce those jackets because they were so complex. But what I did was I basically quoted very, very expensive prices because I knew that I could not produce them. And people still went ahead and bought them, and I started making them. And right away, I got Madonna to make jackets for Madonna. I started making jackets for George Michael and for Michael Jackson, and of course all the rest just followed up.
Now, Jeff, I would be very nervous wearing one of your jackets because they are so nice. I'd be afraid that I'd spill some food or something on them. Talk to us about some of your favorite ones that you've created because, I mean, again, and those that are watching, you'll see some of his amazing work in the background. Listeners, make sure you go to Instagram.com/Jeff Hamilton to be able to see these. I mean, they stand out. Once you see it, you're going to go, oh, yeah, I remember so and so celebrity wearing it, or so on. So, what's some of your favorites? Because you've created quite a number of them.
Probably the most iconic ones that I really get always the exposure on. I mean, everybody has seen Michael Jordan when he won the championship with his leather jackets. Everybody has seen Kobe Bryant in the locker rooms holding the trophy after every single one of the jackets. Actually, those are the ones that you see in the background right here. Uh, the first one is a Michael Jordan repeat the three-peat, and some of the other ones are the Kobe Bryant. I did also a lot of jackets for the presidents, for all the various presidents from from George H. Bush to George W. Bush, to President Clinton, and actually I've done a lot of jackets for Donald Trump as well, over the years. But some of the iconic ones where people know me also for the 50 greatest players jacket in Cleveland when they had the ceremony and they were honoring all the 50 greatest players of the NBA. I was commissioned by the NBA to do every single one of those jackets.
Amazing. And again, we're talking with Jeff Hamilton. He's the designer behind, well, he was the founder of Guess Jeans for Men. And now he is creating the most amazing work you can with leather. And that's right, because he is creating these leather jackets. Go to Instagram.com/Jeff Hamilton, or of course, go make sure you go to Eliances.com because you're listening to me, David Kogan, host of the Eliances Show. Make sure you go to ELIANCES.com. So, Jeff, being the founder of Guess Jeans for Men, when you left that position, why continue to, I mean, you had so many other things too that you could do. Why continue and go into something of jackets that, are one of a kind? They're really one of a kind, right?
They are one of a kind, because we basically making every single jacket one at a time. It's not, there is no factory process that you can go in and put in a line of manufacturing. Having said that, I've done production of and lower end jackets over the years, especially for the NBA, for the NFL, for NASCAR, for Major League Baseball, for hockey. In fact, that in Phoenix, I did all the Suns merchandise, and I used to make all the jackets for all the players. Being friends with Charles Barkley, I mean, Charles Barkley brings you in with everybody, So, and being friend with Shaquille as well. So, for so many years.
What's next for the brand? How do you see the brand evolving? What's your next vision to do it? Is it to potentially, is it go into other types of clothing besides jackets?
Yeah, one of the things that I did a few years back was, like I said, I did my whole jackets at a low price. Ultimately, in 2002, I sold the company to a Phoenix company, to a NASCAR company, and basically retired for a few years. But everybody's still always asking me to make jackets. I get a calls from all the rappers, from all the. I mean, I did all the Guns N' Roses jackets, all the Motley Crue's and A$AP Rocky and Travis Scott and Snoop Dogg and so on and so forth. So I'm still doing the very high-end limited edition jacket. I carried that whole idea of making the jackets and creating also pieces of art. So I became an artist by basically creating images, but rather than sell a simple jacket, by the way, every single jacket I make, I sign them and I number them. So every jacket is very unique and they have my personal touch on it. So I started creating some art and I created an art show that I own, which is called Street Art Fair, and where I not only I'm an artist in the show, but I also promote about a 3,000 artists. But right now, my main focus right now is that I'm launching the website and where I'm basically doing a whole lifestyle brand where it's going to be t-shirts and hoodies and jeans and pants and bags and I'm starting to license out my name to various companies. And also I've been in the process of doing a lot of collaborations with a lot of the large companies, such as Converse, such as Mitchell and Ness. So I'm designing for them, and we're co-branding our products together.
Absolutely amazing. And two is thank you to Daniel Booter for nominating you to be on the Alliance's Heroes radio show, who's helped you with Instagram. In
Very
fact,
much.
to learn more, make sure you follow both Jeff Hamilton at Instagram and Daniel Booter on Instagram. That's Daniel Booter on Instagram. So Jeff, I've been involved in the fashion industry solely really because of my daughter. And she is going to school to become a designer and has always just been involved with that. But what kind of secrets would you share with aspiring designers for them to really come up, find, and create something that's so really what I call magical? Because if you can create something, I mean, Jeff, realize this. Someone wears one of your jackets, everybody knows that it's from you. It stands out. And in such a competitive world, that's really almost a miracle. So what kind of secrets would you share?
I think you said it. You want people to recognize it. Like if you across the street, somebody's wearing a piece of clothing, and you see right away it's a Gucci jacket, or you see the red sole on a Louboutin shoe. It's a Louboutin. So that the main focus is just to try to create your own identity. And your identity has to be a reflection of what your personality is. So you have to kind of create your own DNA and be inspired by anybody else. I mean, there is a lot of amazing artists. Fashion is like any other industry. It's always a repeat of something that somebody else has done. But what you need to do is you always try to stretch out and take it to the next level. So I hypothetically, if you do a shirt, like mine, you take the concept, but you try to take it a step further, or by adding different colors, by adding embroidery, by adding elements. But that's the main thing. Just stay focused, get a course of, stay on course with your ideas, and don't move from there, and just, and be patient. And nothing comes out like immediately the result, but as long as you keep your image and you keep your identity, sooner or later, and you keep like really high quality, and you're very proud of your product, you're really going to do that.
Absolutely amazing. In fact, too, is I got to tell you some of the latest things on eBay, what your jackets are going for. One's for $24,000. This is for the NBA LA Lakers Leather Championship 2001 through 2002. Got it.
That's the one right here.
Which one is that?
That's
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. $24,000. $24,000. Also, to another one for $20,000, the high-end leather jacket. Let's see, New York Jets. I mean, the list just goes on. It just goes on and on of all these different things. I mean, truly incredible. I mean, Jeff, you have created the legendary fashion and bring style. That's amazing. What you've done is from being the founder of Guess Jeans for Men, the future, you got it. It's amazing. It's such an honor to have you on the show. And with that, Jeff Hamilton, you're a hero. Make sure you go to Instagram.com/Jeff Hamilton to reach us. This has been David Hogan with the Eliances Hero Show.